Hey guys, Brian here from StogieReview.com at IPCPR 2012. I'm here with the legendary Dion Giolito. I already messed up your name. This is going great. Yeah.
That's all right.
How you doing, man?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Just winding down another IPCPR.
So how'd the trade show go for you?
It went really well. Yes. Went really well.
Went really well. So hey, that's good. That's good. You were busy. I noticed, you were busy every time I walked by that you were here, and then you were doing your retailer function. I saw you a lot of other places making the rounds. So
yeah, it was a good time.
We're just glad we could track you down. So I noticed something interesting about your booth this year, and it kind of it had me wondering. So I'm going to pan around and we'll look and see. The deal with the booth is you see a lot of panels and a lot of art, and some really cozy couches, but I don't see any cigars in here. What's the story with that, man?
Well, it was kind of about convenience and function. It was a little bit of a risk not essentially displaying our wares at the place where we should be displaying all our wares, but we just kind of said screw it. We're just used to doing the exact opposite of what the rest of the industry does. Less is more, in my opinion. And about 95% of the people that come to our booth anyways to seek us out already know what it is that they're looking for or what they want. We didn't introduce anything new this year other than the stuff we were still promoting from a few months back, like the Ultra, like the Singulare. So things were out, people knew about it already, so there was really no reason for us to display anything new and to try and give everybody the pitch or the hard sell. And again, it was a little more convenient for us. We rented a booth. We didn't bring our own booth this year, so it's just a lot better for us. And I kind of like it. I don't think I ever want to display a cigar again. This is perfect.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about this. We were talking earlier, and you mentioned that there's some significance, or just where these images came from that are up here.
Oh yeah, well, it's kind of like a hodgepodge of different things, but most of them are just video stills of a commercial we did, particularly for retailers. It's put a little tagline on at the end for any retailer that wants to use them to promote their store and Illusione at the same time. But the other things are just like little, advertisements of things I did in magazines, or little Nerm Cow manifesto.
Oh yeah. Tell us about the Nerm Cow, the NIRK.
Non-Illusione remote mind-controlled weapons. Maybe brands out there that look at my concept, my brand identity design, and try and maybe use some of it to their advantage through their marketing.
A little coattail surfing. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's fine. I mean, I don't think there's anything in this industry at all that's completely 100% original. But some are just a little more blatant than others. And yeah, that's my little statement about that. You know
okay.
Who you are. Fuck off.
All right, you heard it here. Do you have any interesting projects or anything coming up that you're willing to share with us?
I certainly do, and I don't want to share a damn thing.
Oh, okay. I thought I'd just catch you off guard, see if I get a little something out of you.
I do. I really have some things coming up. Partly the reason why I just didn't want to release anything new at the show is because there is a ton of new stuff out there right now. I didn't want to be amongst a sea of a lot of things, and I didn't want to rush anything to the show and make some promises that weren't necessarily able to be kept, at least in the near future. So that being said, I do have some blends I've been working on since about January, February of this year. I'll be going back probably towards the end of this month to button a couple of them up. And that's about it. I'm still working on the packaging a little bit.
So you're not out of ideas. That's the important thing, right?
No, but you know what? I think in general the industry is just
a little saturated,
running out of ideas.
Oh, running.
It's like TV. TV has officially run out of ideas. Cigars, I think, are getting close too. But there'll probably be another culling here, like the boom of the late '90s. Feel it coming.
I wouldn't be surprised because things are exploding. You'll lead the charge.
Yeah.
You lead all the lemmings over the cliff.
That's right.
Yep. So anyway, thanks for taking. Oh, you know what? I have one question. I almost forgot. We've been asking a lot of manufacturers to get their perspective on it. What is your thought about bloggers at the IPCPR? Are we a nuisance? Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? Are you indifferent? I mean, honestly,
I think it's healthy. Any way to get out the awareness of cigar culture is fantastic. I think new bloggers are met with a bit of trepidation, especially with the seasoned guys, maybe such as yourself or Jay Cruz, any of the other guys out there that do it. So there's probably a little bit of hazing time that these guys have to go through. And some of them will stick with it. A lot of them won't. A lot of them it's just a way to advance their hobby and maybe get some free product where they wouldn't otherwise, or get to meet personalities like the Padrones or the Fuentes, which is,
or like you, or
can't blame them.
Yeah.
No, not me. I'm just, I think it's a mixed bag, but I think the true essence of the blogger and getting information out, particularly the bloggers that get the correct information, the bloggers that report correctly, aren't too quick to release information that might otherwise be not correct. I think that's the most important thing, which would kind of lead back to a sense of journalistic integrity. I know journalists don't like to associate with bloggers and vice versa, but
there's some similarities.
One thing they have in common, and they should have in common, is correct information. And whatever they release, even if it's a day or two later, if somebody else breaks the story, that the information is correct, because it's very important, and it saves time of corrections, people telling stories over and over again.
So that would probably be the biggest nuisance with regards to bloggers in general. You'd say,
information,
and having to deal with that.
Right, having to deal with the ramifications. Yeah.
All right, well, I don't want to take up any more of your time. Even on the last day when I caught up with you, there's still people coming over wanting to talk to you and spend some time, so I won't take up any more of it.
No problem.
I really appreciate you taking a few minutes.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
All right.